Hey everybody, this is Demari and welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be doing the September 2019 read for the sign of Taurus. So just to let you know, I will be using a Celtic cross style format using the Wild Unknown Tarot and clarifying with the intuitive where needed. So, wow, okay. I didn't even get to say anything and already two cards come flying out. So I just wanted to say that to begin with, I want to look at your current situation, okay? So already, I mean, this was quite clear, so I'm going to take it. You have the Nine of Cups in the upright and the Sun of Swords in the upright, which is the Knight of Swords. So I feel like you're taking very decisive action towards what it is that you want, okay? I think you know full well what it is that you want in life. You're very passionate about what engages you emotionally, what makes you feel fulfilled, and you are moving towards that. You're not hanging around or leaving it to chance. You're taking action and going after what it is that you want. Interesting. So I'm curious what that is. So what is the challenge in regards to this then? I got 3 cards, really? So you have the Temperance card in the upright, you have the Four of Pentacles, and the Father of Pentacles in reverse. So I feel like because you know what you want and you're going after it, you know, full steam ahead, you're not willing to exercise any level of patience, okay? Even though there may be some aspect in relation to that that's going to take time, that you're not going to be able to force into action. So you might have to be aware of that, you know, because as you know, Taurus, right, you're very headstrong, you know what you want in life and you go after it, you know, there's no half measures, which is very good and, you know, used in the right way. But I feel like in regards to some aspect of this, you will need to slow down because there's some things that you can't rush, you can't force into action, okay? Also, with the Pentacles, I feel like if you're able to exercise a little bit of caution, a little bit of patience, then it will pay off. It will give you that grounding that you're looking for. It will give you the stability that the foundation that you're building will come to fruition. It's just, if you can't rush certain things, okay? It needs time to take place, right? Everything has to happen in a specific order, right? So if you overlook some details because you're in such a hurry to get to the finish line, then you're not going to have that stable footing that you need, okay? Also, with the Father of Pentacles in the reverse, the King of Pentacles, that's really, again, a caution to say that if you don't take things step at a time, you won't be on top form. You won't embody that success that you're looking for, right? And I feel like this isn't in terms of, this is abundance obviously that we're talking about, but not, I don't feel like it's on the like in the monetary sense, financial sense, right? Like you usually associate with Pentacles most often. Because of that initial 2 cards that came up, with the Nine of Cups especially, I feel like that's definitely an emotional connection, okay? That's, or emotion, it's connected to your emotions, your passions, what it is that you truly want, what brings you happiness, okay? Not just financial abundance, but what actually makes you happy, okay? So what happened in the recent past then that gave you this overwhelming urge to take action? Because there must have been a catalyst for this, right? Like it doesn't just happen off the cuff, so. Okay. So it may be that you made a connection with somebody, but it never quite came to pass in terms of a romantic sense. So that's why you sense this like urgency, right? You have this need to make it happen before it's too late. Because I feel like you met this person, sparks flew, but nothing came of it, right? So that's why you're in a hurry. Or it could be that you are working on a project, right? It could be work related. And no, but then this came up, so I feel like it is a romantic connection. But for some of you, it could be a work connection, and you've met someone who you want to partner with, or there's a brand you want to partner with, a business, a job offer. And because you weren't able to take it at the time, you feel like you're running out of time, so you're trying to move things around, move the obstacles around, so that you can take this opportunity that's come up for you, okay? But for several of you, I feel like this is a romantic connection. And because it never actually came to pass, maybe they were traveling, or maybe you were traveling, or the timing just wasn't right. You're really unhappy with how things were left, because it just didn't transpire in the way you wished it to. Maybe there was a falling out, a disagreement, or maybe it was just unlucky circumstances that just didn't allow it for that connection to actually come together. So that's why you feel this sense of urgency to do something before it's completely gone, right? So that's interesting. Okay, so let's keep going then for you, Taurus. What's coming up then in your near future? So I'm talking about what you can expect to see in the month of September, okay? So you've got two cards, I'll take them both. Okay, Ten of Swords and the Daughter of Cups in reverse, so that's the Page of Cups. So I feel like by putting your foot on the gas, you could potentially get hurt, because you're trying to force a circumstance into play that may not happen, at least not now. So you may have to cut your losses and move on. I'm sorry if that's not what you want to hear, but I feel like that's what's being represented here. I mean, there's a bull with all these like swords, right? And I feel like that's kind of representing you right now. Like, you've been trying to move heaven and high water, you know, to get to this person, to make this connection happen. I feel like you've just been through everything to try and make it work, and it's just not working, because there's other obstacles that are just seemingly impossible to get past, right? And it's causing you a lot of mental anguish, I think. So you're having to either let go, or you have to leave it for now and see, you know, kind of leave it up to fate and see what is on the horizon for you. Because especially, like, I feel like with this Daughter of Cups energy, that you're kind of going into this almost with like a, you know, like puppy love kind of energy, that infatuation. I feel like that's more the energy in this connection, and that's why you're just kind of like rushing all over the place to try and make it happen, but it's not necessarily something that's going to materialize into anything of substance. That's what I feel. And you may come to realize that at some time this month, that it's not going to materialize in the way you hoped. So sorry about that, Taurus. Yeah, because what you want, I mean, the Seven of Cups represents your, you know, wish fulfillment, desires, right? And what it is, like, your highest hopes. And I just feel like with it being in the reverse as well, that it's going to come to your awareness that this is actually not it, or this is just not going to lead you to that path, because you can't make it happen for whatever circumstances that will come into your awareness. Yeah, you got the Chariot in reverse. That no matter how much you chase this person is not going to be emotionally available to you for whatever circumstances. If this is I mean, with the Chariot as well, it could be a Cancerian, actually. It could be a water sign, but I mean, this is very much a Cancerian card, so it could be a Cancerian that you're dealing with. But then you also have, yeah, I feel like, because I'm seeing a lot of water, so it could be a water sign. No, any of the water signs. But it could be a Cancerian. May not be, just take it as it applies if this applies. But either way, I feel like that's what you're looking for, and it's just not going to materialize, I'm afraid. Okay then, so I mean, what is there to see in the position of your feelings? Because I know I get a strong sense of what it is that you want. Like I said, I feel that this is a very like I get a sense of infatuation coming from this, right? But what else is underneath the surface here in regards to this? Okay, you've got the Sun of Wands, right? So that's the Knight of Wands. So you're really putting a lot of your time and energy into trying to make this happen, right? You feel like this person is going to bring out your highest qualities, and that you'll be able to be your best within this relationship. But I just don't see it happening though for you, Taurus. Not with this person. Maybe with someone else, but not this person. Not at this time. But that's what you're hoping for, and that's what you're feeling, right? I feel like that's what you're feeling, that, you know, this person could be it, and I can finally have the connection that I've always been looking for, right? Yeah, with this Six of Pentacles, that's where you're really putting your energy into. You're trying to manifest that connection. So what advice can we give you then? Okay, Seven of Swords. They're not available to you. And I feel like there may be distance between you. Maybe the part of it is because they live in another country. Maybe they've moved to another new location. So it could be that you're trying to make a long distance relationship happen, and it's just not going to work because there's too many variables involved. There may be something else that you're not aware of, some kind of something being kept hidden from you. Yeah, I just got the World card pop up, so yeah, I feel like they're definitely not within easy reach. They are, this is a long distance connection that you're trying to make happen with the Seven of Swords and the World card there. And it may be that they're hiding some aspect of their life from you. It could be that they're already in a relationship as well. So maybe they have another life elsewhere. They came traveling at some point, you made a connection, you met as you crossed paths, and you try to make this connection happen, but they were like, I'm sorry, but I have a life back here, wherever here is. And, you know, that could involve someone else. So I just don't see it, Taurus. I'm sorry, I just don't. Yeah, I feel like, because there's, just had the Hanged Man in reverse come up, the Father of Swords in reverse, and the Son of Pentacles in the upright. So I feel like, yeah, this person, it doesn't have to be males just because there's two prominent male energies there. But I feel like they're in a relationship, and their relationship may be a bit rocky right now, and that's why you initially called their eye. But you would never get what you're hoping for from this, okay? And you kind of know that. I think deep down you know that, but you're choosing not to see it because you're still hopeful for this connection, because you felt like you made a genuine connection with this person, but you know that they have some relationship issues there they need to address back home. So that's what I feel with that. It could be that, yeah, they have a partner, but they're going through a divorce, or it could be that they're still in the middle of a breakup, like things are not being resolved yet, so they just don't have the headspace to deal with it, and they live elsewhere. Or it could be just simply that they are in a relationship and they just have a few problems that they need to work through. So, but either way, none of it's looking like it's going to come together so easily for you, okay? So, I mean, that's why it's kind of important that you are aware that, you know, by choosing to overlook certain things, that's not going to change it, okay? That's kind of what the advice is there. That you can try and ignore it all you want, but it's not going to change the reality of the situation, okay? You have the Daughter of Pentacles in reverse pop up. So this is probably their energy, okay? That they come in as like this Bambi-like beautiful creature, okay? And like I said, don't get caught up on the genders. It's about more about the energy. But they're very confused right now about what they want because they have so much going on. So they need to address that before they can think about anything else. So that's why they've kind of flitted away and just, you know, kind of retreated a little bit, because they know that they have things to deal with, okay? So I definitely see like a love triangle situation going on here. So it could be with a Capricorn as well, actually. One of them could be a water sign, possibly a Cancerian, and the other one could be a Capricorn. So, we'll see, I guess. Because I know this came up, this love triangle situation came up for a Capricorn. I'm pretty sure it was Capricorn that I did the other day. So it could be one of them is a Capricorn. Interesting. Alright then, so what about in regards to external influences? I would say that that King of Swords in the reverse is definitely the other party in this equation. Then you get the Taurus Swords in the upright. So this is why you're chasing this connection, because you feel it on a soul level, right? Because you've got these matching suits. Yeah, I feel like you made a connection, like, and you felt it on a soul level. That's why you're chasing this person, you know, to the ends of the world, because, you know, you feel like you're not going to find that kind of connection again. So that's why you're willing to take the risk, even if it means potentially bringing a whole world of pain to yourself, right? But this situation is coming to an end because there's no logical outcome other than a fresh beginning, okay? With that 10 of Pentacles in reverse, there's no other logical solution, right? So what are your hopes and fears then in regards to this? Well, a lot of cards for you in this read, Taurus. I don't think I'm going to need to clarify too much. Okay, so you've got the Star. So that's obviously your aspirations. And the Moon, okay, so that's your fears. So you are really hoping that you can make this connection the one, because you believe that it has the potential to be for some reason. Like I said, obviously you made a soul level connection with this person, and I think they felt it, and that's why they got scared and kind of ran off, because they knew that they had another elsewhere, and they didn't want to pursue this like any further, take it to any level. But they felt it as well, so I feel like you did make a soul level connection, and that's why your hope is that you can really make this work, you can make it happen. You know, that's why you're investing so much time and energy into making it happen, because you want that above all else right now. That's what's going to give you the emotional fulfillment you feel, okay? But then in your fears, your fear is that some aspect of this is unknown to you still. Like I said, with that 7 of Swords there, you know, with the World card, I feel like you know they live elsewhere. I think maybe you know that they're potentially with someone else, but there's probably more to it that you don't know. You don't have all the information, so you're afraid of what you will uncover if you pursue this person. So you may have even considered potentially going on a plane and going to see this person, but you're scared what you'll discover when you go there, right? First of all, if you're considering just jumping on a plane and seeing this person, there could be all sorts of consequences that come from that, particularly if you turn up more or less unannounced, okay? That is that infatuation, you know, obsessive kind of energy that I'm talking about. So I don't think that's necessarily the right course of action to take in relation to this situation, Taurus. As impulsive as you are, I think you really need to look at this logically, okay? And I think you know, yeah, there's definitely more to this circumstance than what meets the eye, but you don't have all the information yet. You feel like this person is purposely keeping some aspect of their life hidden. It could be that you weren't aware that they were in a relationship, but they are, or it could be that there's something else in regards to the relationship that you don't know about yet, and you're afraid of uncovering what that is, okay? So, that. But I wouldn't be surprised if this is connected to a Capricorn, because honestly, their reading was just as erratic as this, and it's definitely a love triangle situation. Yeah, so you've got the 8 of Wands in the upright, so you're afraid that because you're pinning all your hopes on this, that it's not going to be what you hoped. It's not going to come to light in the way you really hoped that it would. That it won't come together, and that it will be shown for a sham, okay? But none of this is telling me that this could possibly go in the way that you were hoping for. I'm just being real with you, Taurus. Like, there's so many factors here that just make it such a messy circumstance, but you never know, I guess. Okay, so what about the overall outcome? Judgment. Why am I not surprised that Judgment came out? You know what this is saying, don't you? Like, I don't think I need to spell it out. If you carry on down this path, right, you are opening a can of worms and you have no idea what's going to be inside, okay? It could just be worms, which is gross enough, or there could be something even more disgusting inside, okay? So if you carry on down this path, it's going to potentially unlock a whole set of circumstances that you didn't realize were there or that you were unleashing, right? So yeah, use your discernment here. I mean, I can't tell you what to do. It's your life, do what you want, but I cannot see this ending well if you chase this person all around the world. Like, seriously. Yeah, you really need to take some time to collect your thoughts, because your thoughts are all over the place and they're sabotaging you, okay? So really take some time to collect your thoughts. Think this through. Like I said, use your discernment and come to some kind of logical, rational decision, because your heart is really leading you in all of this. And while it's admirable that you are seeking this soul connection, it's potentially going to open up so many problems in your life. It's going to bring all sorts of hurt potentially, because this person is not available and they've got things that they need to address in their own lives, you know, which is somewhere else. It's not even, I feel like it's not potentially even in the same country as you. It's long distance, right? Yeah. You need to bring this circumstance to an end, because there is nowhere where it can go. I don't think I need to clarify that anymore. I don't mean, there's so much information there and it's just all saying pretty much the same thing, okay? So, but like I said, Taurus, it's your life, you do what you want. It's not my place to tell you what to do, but I'm just telling you what I see. And it is messy, okay? So all I can say is I wish you the best. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments. If this read was relevant, do give it a like. Subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, just all the best. Regardless of what you do, I wish you all the best. And I would love to hear how you get on. So take care for now.